So this is the day has come when we start our study, repetition, continuation of Yajurveda, which is a very important Veda for our Dhruti, for our Isha, Urja, Dhruvatvam. Oh God, so many things are there. Because we have always to distinguish between Devatas and Mahadevatas, or Ishvara and Mahavishnu. Well, they're all the administrative forces, divine administration. And our human administration is just on the model of the divine administration that we have to understand. We are not anyway authors to anything. There are already authors. There are already promoters and pathfinders for us, and we are only to follow. Mahajano yena gataha sayeva panthaha. What margam that earlier people have pointed out, that is the only pathway for us. So that's why Ishe, the very purpose of Yajurveda is defined here, that Ishe Urje. These are the two important things that we have got to have, having taken birth upon this Bhulokam. Out of 14 bhuvanas or lokas, we have got this Bhuloka, very important, where from everybody would take off. So, Yajnaha Sruštva, Paramatma, before creation of people and nature, he has already designed and promoted and left so many dharmas. And the most important dharma is the yajna, effort, work, ujjoga. Ujjoginam purusha simham upaiti lakshmihi. Lakshmi always follows those people who are at work. Therefore, now in this Taittiriya Samhita, which is earlier to the Sukla Yajurveda, and which has got a great popularity compared to other recensions of the Krishna Yajurveda, because we have got Maitrayani, Kataka, Kapishta, Katha, etc. These are all, but only the Taittiriya Samhita is highly popular because of the content and other importance, antiquity found in this. Now, we have completed the formulas connected to the Darsha, Purna, Masa. That is Darsha Masa and Purna Masa. Otherwise, in Masa, we have got Darsha and Purna, Darsha and Purna. So that aspect is over. Now we have come to the Agnistoma. Agni and Soma are being worshipped, and so many formulas are there. And actually, they go in the Sukla Yajurveda from 4th to 8th chapters. 4 chapters are there. Mantras are so many and very much important. And in this Agnistoma, we have got to begin with Kshirasnana, Anulepana Samskara, Prachina Vamsa Pravesha, then Soma Krayanam, and Somonmanam, then Soma Sakataropanam, and Soma Prachina Vamsagamanam, Atithyeshi, Upasadaha. And then we have, after Upasadas, we have got to go to the Uttaravedi Nirmanam. And of course, we are almost at the fag end of the a section upon the Agnistoma's mantras. Agni and Soma, both are clubbed, and we are trying to Agni Priti and Soma Priti, because both are very important. Agni is Surya Bhagavan, Soma is Chandra. Soma is Ishvara, Agni is Vishnu, because everywhere Agni is there. And without the intervention and support and blessings of Agni, no activity at all, no prosperity, no health, nothing like that. So now, why we do the Yajna is again a good question. And Yajurveda itself keeps on giving answers repeatedly so that people can take up the attention towards the yajna, and not only simply yajna, but its performance. Because yajna is an experience, yajna is a project, and yajna is the goal, and yajna is anything. That's why whenever we complete our yajna, we say, Yajna, Yagnam Gacha Swaha, Yajnapatim Gacha Swaha, Yajmanam Gacha Swaha, Mam Gacha, etc. You are afterwards, after doing Yajna, the Yajna Purusha will stand before you. What should I do? Then you have to also, because all gods depend upon the rishis. All gods depend upon the Brahmins. All gods depend upon the Ritviks. That's why Brahmanas, otherwise called. So Sarva Devataha Vedavidi Brahmani Dishtanti. So it goes on like that. So that's why the Brahma, a Brahmana, is very much important. Brahma is God, and whoever deriving the Brahma spirit, Brahma practices, Brahma knowledge, etc., all are Brahmanas. It's a derivative word. See, Brahma with Brahmana. Anybody who is having a good knowledge and experience from Brahma, he is called Brahman. Now we are just going on the 1 to 12. And in the 12th Prapataka, we are just going on and describing the yajna, what is it like. So in the 1 to 12, 1, we have noted a prayer to Agni. At the end is Agni angiro yo asya pruthivyam asyayusha namnehi yette anadhrishtam nama yajniyam tenatva Agne Angiro Yo Dvitiyasyam Tritiyasyam Pruthivyam Asyayusha Namni Yattena Dhrishtam Nama. So with a little variation, the same mantra is repeated, addressed to Agne Angiro, Agni Angara. So his Agni has been called in different names. So here ultimately we say Agni. Angira is of course independently a Rishi. And he is a very powerful Veda Rishi, known for Atharvanic element and other things. So Bhrigu and Angira, they are the two great Atharvanic seers also, who have got a lot of magical powers. And all that for them probably derived from Agni only, because Agni is all in all. Sarvohi Agni. So after that, Ayusha Namna Yehi. So Agnira Ayushman, Ayushman Aham Bhuyasam. So Agni is the chairman of the Ayur Devatas, for example. So when the temperature in our body 98.4 degrees, if constantly maintained, that is Agni presence and you are healthy. If there were to be some kind of variation, problem. Similarly, the blood also, the blood pressure, if it remains 80/120, you are healthy. If up and down, then concern comes to people. Like that, the Angira Agni is able to stay on and bring the Ayus. You know, we have been noting that Ayus is not just a long life or span of life, but Ayu has got several meanings and indications and significations. And ultimately, looking at the word Ayu or concept Ayu, we have got the Ayurveda. Veda is the knowledge, full-fledged knowledge, which can be sought after for a number of benefits. Ayurveda. So Agni is Ayushman, and also Anadrishtam Nama. See, Yette Anadrishtam Nama, Anadrishtam and Ayu, these are all the characterization of Agni importantly. So with that, he has to, and moreover, not only that, Agni is also Yagniya Agnihi. So always to be regarded, revered in the sacrifices. Where is the placement for Agni best, so that he will be he will be Vahana. And when because he is said he is a Vahana, what Vahana is? Havya Vahana. Whatever Havis that you are placing for taking the names of various gods, and he knows the locations of all the gods in the world. Therefore, the moment Agni is offered with a tag that this is for so and so Namama, then Agni instantaneously delivers it at the doorstep of the respective gods. And after this prayer, 1 to 12, Vasanore, please read that 1 to 12 to Yagniyam Tenatvadadhe. Simhirasi, Mahishirasi, Uruprathasvorutte Yagnapati Pratatham Dhruvasi Devebhyaha Sundhasva Devebhyas Sumbhasva Sundhasva Sumbhasva. Note the difference of the word. Indra Ghoshaha Indra Ghoshastva Vasubhe Purastat Patu Manojavastva Pitrubhirdakshinatat Patu Prachetahatva Rudraihi Paschatu Patu Vishwakarma Tva Adityadityairuttaratah Patu Simhirasi Sapatnasahi Swaha Simhirasi Suprajavanihi Swaha Swaha Simhi. So beautiful. And we are getting so much of knowledge. And also we are telling that the God, the Parameswara, the Soma Valli or Soma Deva is really very much powerful, and that we, with our prayers, he becomes benefited, and the Yajamana becomes benefited in respect of getting more and more fame, name, and wide circulation of his activity, and bringing him the benefits of a sacrifice. So that's what we see. Yagniyam tenatvadadhe. So you are Yagniyam. Therefore, I am going to adadhe, hold you on or support you. And after doing that, then we turn to the Soma, because unless things are praised, they don't be obliging for you. పొగిడితే కానీ మనుషులు మన మాట వినరు. ఊరికే పని చెప్తే they become silent. They may not do it, they may do it. But if you say that you are capable, you have this ability, you have this, then they will definitely do the job. That has been that, because our Mahidhara, a commentator, says, Tutya vai vardhante devaha. Now the question comes of why at all you should praise the gods. They love that praise. Stutihi, stotrapara, stutimatihi. Whether it is a goddess or god, they are all the very identification with the stuti themselves itself. Stutihi and stutipara. And so they're all wanting to be praised. And therefore, here, even that the Soma also is being told, Simhi Rasi, you are the lioness. Why should that be lioness? Means, no, it is the strongest beast, very sensible, disciplined beast. And it is the king of all beasts. Therefore, even today, some people would be forming a club called Science Club, Lion Club. The membership is very expensive, but the activity is very useful for the society. They will be contributing themselves. Rich people only will join to be a lion, member of the Lion Club. And they will be doing a lot of service, social service also. For example, some Lion Club people will build the bus stop for people, or some shelters, something like that. Therefore, the Simha, because it is called Simha, maximum himsa it can give if it is really angry. Himsa ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಲಯನ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ಅತೀತರಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Lion is the best himsa animal. Therefore, it is called Simhi. The opposite of this of Simha is Hamsa. See, Hamsa and Simha, they are two. One is a very powerful, heroic animal, and Hamsa is a very kind, affectionate, spiritual bird. Therefore, all those who have got the Tyaga Buddhi, they are always called as Hamsas. If they are more advanced in that, they are called Paramahamsas. Though basically all of them are called Parivrajakas. So Paramahamsa, Parivrajaka, they are teaching people, they are called Acharyas. So why I'm telling is that the Simha or Simhi is female, lioness. So those members who are in the Lions Club, if they are males, they are called lion, and otherwise ladies are called lioness. So you observe some people at one time, nowadays I don't know much about the Lion Club, but they used to call themselves as a qualification lion so-and-so. So here Simhi Rasi, next another strong animal, stubborn, and where is Mahisha. Mahishi Rasi. See, Mahisha or bison, and the female is buffalo. So buffaloes, male and female. So a female buffalo it is. And why you compare the Simha and buffalo? Because as we know, the Simha's characteristics are different and buffalo characteristics are different, but both are very strong animals. The buffalo has got more Vikruti on its body, and the Simha has less Vikruti on its body. What is Vikruti? For example, the horns, the nails. This is the Vikruti of our body. You know, we have, but human beings have got less Vikruti. Therefore, they are intelligent people. Animals have got more Vikruti, and therefore they cannot grow much. Well, that is a contrast. Animals are Tiryak Jantus, and man is a Samyak Jantu. Samyak Jantu means perpendicular to the ground, 20 degrees. So he can grow. But animals are horizontal to the ground. There is no growth to them. They will be always horizontal. Anyway, so here, she buffalo is being picked up and identified for that. And what is that these two, the Soma, in the having that kind of power in them, Uru Pratasva, Urute Yagnapatihi Pratatam. Look at it. You become all right, and let others also, the Yagnapati, the Yajamana, the sacrificer, let he too grow prosperous. This is what is the culture from Yajurveda. See, what is Vedic culture? If you put a question, it's a big issue. So we talk about Vedic wisdom, Vedic culture, Vedic heritage, Vedic tradition, Vedic wisdom, etc. But Veda is something, that's why the culture is you are Simhi, you are Mahishi, and you grow yourself, because the expansion is most important. And there cannot be contraction at all. Vivekananda says in simple term, expansion is life, contraction is death. So he always promotes, try to grow, develop. So we are always fond of the development, fond of management, fond of fulfillment, etc. Therefore, here you see, Uru Pradasva, oh, you grow, you become wider and famous. Now, along with the Yagnapatihi Pratitam, Ninna Yagnapati, that is identity and attachment, belonging is being given. As long as you say belonging, then you get a kind of interest. You know, when Hanuman jumped up and proceeded to the enemy Kshetram, Shatru Kshetram, Ravana's Lanka, Ravana and Rakshasas, they are all enemies. So you can imagine how Hanuman conducted himself when he was being given the compliment. He is going for the card out of Sugriva Agna and Ramakarya. These are the only two things. So like that, so Ramakarya and Sugriva Agna, which means that he takes their name, spreads their power in Lanka to all people. Jayat Yatipalo Ramo Lakshmanascha Mahabalaha. Raja Jayat Sugrivo, Raghavena Vipalita, etc. So that is the very much victorious statement that you find. So that's why Ramayana is Yajurveda. And so Rama is always a Kodanda Rama, meaning that Yajurveda Vinitaha. He is just as disciplined as that of Yajurveda, and he will personally work for that. He will not entrust work to others. That's why even today we make Rama Yagnapati always to be remembered. Just one example. When a servant like Lakshmana is available to Rama, he could have asked Lakshmana to go and bring that golden deer for his wife. But that did not happen. He only entrusted the safety of Sita, his wife, to Lakshmana, his brother, and he only went to bring that golden deer home. Imagine, that is Rama. Because he doesn't want to unnecessarily take services from others, but he wants to do it himself. Karma is called Karma Yogi. So that's why ಈ ಕರ್ಮ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವ ಯಜ್ಞಪತಿ ಇದನಲ್ಲ, ಅವನನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡಮ್ಮ ಓ ಸೋಮವಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಓ ಸೋಮ, ಯು ಆರ್ ಸಿಂಹಿ and Mahishi, because you must remember the prominent features of these two animals. Because we know what is yoga, next is the expression you get it. What is yoga? Yoga is you are born very frail creature. Man is a very frail creature. Man, the human baby is highly dependent baby. Until the 1 or 2 years, the baby is dependent absolutely for any and everything, even the other things also. Every time baby requires attention. But no other animals' babies are like that. They are very much active the moment they are all born and little time. But some mothers are there who are very strong and very that. For example, you see that giraffe, I was told, giraffe is such a mother, the moment the baby giraffe is born, it falls down on the ground and it gives a kick 3 times. And so when it gives a big kick for the giraffe baby, and it will stand up, come walking to its mother. That is the great nature's luck. See how mothers vary in the nature, as in the designing and creation of the God is a matter of great mystery and surprise and then study. So how mothers behave, animal mother or human mother. But unfortunately, the human baby is very much dependent upon, at least after 2 years and order, then the baby starts getting away and becoming independent and not caring the parents, and only when food are required, then only it will come to the mother or feeding. So like that, here Yagnapatihi Pratatam, and another, I'm also trying to find the reason why, how importantly such type of compliments have been given to the Soma or any god that is being accepted in the form of the sacrifice, the performance of sacrifice. And next compliment for that is Dhruva. See, Dhruva is confirmation. Dhruvam te raja, Dhruvam brahaspati, Dhruvam rashtram dharayatam. You observe, ఈ ధృవత్వ, ఈ స్టడీనెస్, స్టెడ్ఫాస్ట్నెస్, ఇంగ్లీష్లో చెప్పాలంటే స్టెడ్ఫాస్ట్నెస్ అంటారు. అంటే కదలకుండా స్తంభంలాగా స్ట్రాంగ్గా ఉండడానికి ధ్రువం అంటారు. You remember when Narasimha Swami was to come out, Hiranyakasipu hit the pillar with such strength that the pillar got broken, opened up. And from the opened of that pillar, Narasimha Swami comes out. I am reminding you, on Sunday, you please compliment Narasimha Avataram, Udbhava Avataram, and we have got a beautiful talk on the Pradurbhava of Narasimha. Why? To benefit devotees, like headed by Prahlada. Because that's why Prahlada, we always say, Prahlada Narada Parasara Pundarika Vyasambarisha Suga Saurika Hrannivasa. So Lakshmi Indru Simhamadehi Karavalambam. So devotees count ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ ನಾರದ ಎಟ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ ಈಗ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಡಿವೋಟೀಸ್. ಆ ಡಿವೋಟೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಹೆಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ನರಸಿಂಹಸ್ವಾಮಿ has taken. So ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ they are all exposed to lot of calamities and difficulties. So ದೇವರು ಫರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಧ್ರುವಾಸಿ. And therefore, O Soma, at first what you should do? Devebhyaha sundhasva, devebhyaha sumbhasva, sumbha and sundha. You see the difference in the word meaning? Dha is dharana. Dha is dharana for purity. And bha, sumbha is the stability and prosperity. So that's why Bhadram Karne Visrunuyama Deva. So Bhadram, Bhadram, Bhadram. Visvato Nasya Kune Bhadramavada. Sri Sarvato Nasya Kune Bhadramavada. See, Vasan must have taught you Hunyavachana mantras. Adrale Shakune Vasamagaya Udgate Vasamagayani. So Shakuni is taken as Udgata, priest. So to say that even among the birds, the Yagna Rutviks are their identifications. So Samagana heluvaga Sukha beku. And so Udgata is important. Then Hota is important. And Adhvaryu important. Even among the birds also there is that kind of attribution. And Yogadalli we do animal Pashu asanas, animal asanas we do it for the stay fit or firmness of the body. Afterwards, meditation. So if at all you want to progress in meditation, the sound body is most important. So in order to make the body a little sound, completely sound, you have to require the Markatasana, Sukhasana, Sunakasana, etc. So Sumbhasva, andre Bha is Kanti. So Bhaskaraya Vidmahe Bha Karoti Bhaskaraha. Bha, that's why even Ishvara, Shiva is also Shambhu, because Bham 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 Shambhu. So whenever you want to talk about Shambhu, if you just keep on repeating the Bha 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 Bha, then imagine that mystical sound. Bham 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 Shambhum Shambhum. So Shambhu Shabda ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, everything will become palatable and convenient for us. That's why I advise our students to early morning when they get up, still Nidra Devi will be anchoring over them and in the eyes. Then they say, I say, please repeat Subhakara Anta Pumlingo Shambhu Shabdaha, Shambhu Shambhu Shambhavaha, Shambho He Shambho, like that, up to complete the 72 sounds of Shambhu. Ukaranta Pumlinga, Strilinga and Napumsakalinga, Vadhu. And so if you do these three lingas, 72, by which time our Nidra will disappear. Anyway, so hige Devebhyaha Sumbhasva. And next we have got the Ghosha. Vasubhihi Indra Ghosha. Purastat Tvapatu. See, no security ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಯಜುರ್ವೇದದಲ್ಲಿ, security problem. Rigveda is only to invite them, to tell them how they should come. Agna ayahi vitaye, grunano havyadataye. So you just say, let's say Rigveda mantra, Agne ayahi, Ravaya Swami, Yunduku vitaye. Yunduku Ravali Yagnaniki, Havyadata is waiting. So you see, unless things are kept very much point clear, the gods also do not become mobile. They are also afraid. Therefore, Agna Ayahi Vitaye. And moreover, Grunano. What I am doing? I am just trying to praise you, Grunano. Avyadataye. So, itara matra idre Agne Ayasaya Hayas. So, Rajasaya, we are going to get that mantra. So, idella nodta idre Agni safety important. And Soma safety important. A safety ellinda baratandre Vasubhihi Indra Ghoshaha Tva Avapurastat Patu, at most foremost. Next gods to be protecting them is Mano Javaha Pitrubihi Dakshinataha Patu. So Dakshina directionally Pitru Devatas are there. So they are all called Manojava Devatas are there. They are being accompanying or complemented by the Pitru Devatas. So they have got to protect you on the southern direction. Next, Rudraihi Prachetaha Rudraihi Paschat Patu. Then the other direction is Rudra together with the Pracheta. Who is Pracheta? Prajapati, or even otherwise called as the Surya Bhagavan. So Surya Bhagavan along with the Rudra, because Rudra and Rudras, you must understand, Ye Rudraha Prithivistitaha, Ye Rudraha Antarikshastitaha. So Rudras are moving any and everywhere in all the quarters where individual deity Rudra is only in Kailas sitting. That's what we imagine from the Vedic mythology significations. Because something like in Aruna Prashna, you come across, see that Kasyapa never leaves the Meru. And all people are deputed, and whoever are deputed are given the power. What is that power? Kasyapa Adita Suryaha Papa Nirdhante Sarvada Rodasyor Antardeseshu, etc. And also Kasyapa Jyotir Labhante. So all these gods are getting the Jyoti from Kasyapa Prajapati, or Kasyapa is the father, and Diti Aditi are the mothers. So ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಶ್ಯಪ ಮಹರ್ಷಿಯಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅವರು Kasyapa is also one of the 12 Prajapatis, and Daksha is one Prajapati, etc. So ಈ Prachetaha, and that's why even Valmiki Maharshi ultimately is also tell Pracheta Sadasit Sakshat Ramayanatmana andre. The Ramayana has come out from Prachetas. Valmiki, of course, there is our story how he became Valmiki, because he emerged out of the ant hill because of his penance and all that. That's all one story. But they're all only convincing us how people turn to be great. For everybody in life, there is something that makes them, that is a turning point in their lives. A turning point everybody has got, and all that, especially even in marriages also. Why did you choose a girl as your wife permanent, lifelong? There is something. If you ask anybody, they'll say why either a wife or husband like each other. Some people like the hair of the lady, some people like the voice of the lady, some people like, etc. So like that, here, Prachetaha Pitrubihi Dakshinataha Patu. Sorry, Rudraihi Paschat Patu. Next, Vishwakarma Adityaihi Uttarataha Patu. So the four directions, from four directions, the protection is sought for the Somavalli. And who are the chairmen or the overlords of these respective deities? You observe, there is home deity and assistant deity. So both are working in that direction. Even in the Navagraha Sukta, you have got that Parivara Devatas also. Not only Shukra or Guru are being remembered, as you see in Sarvadeva Mantraha, Sarvaveda Mantraha, that they have got the Parivara Devatas also. The Parivara Devatas Sahayadindane, main Devatas will be helping. So no single God will be of help to you, but he also takes this cooperation of support of other connected, relevant gods, and then help you or bless you. That is our Yajurveda philosophy. But ultimately, having done all kind of spade work, ultimately Ishvara or Narayana would interfere to give you the emancipation or moksha. See, Janmarahitya beku andre adu bare barodilla. There is a lot of processing. ಸತ್ತಿದವರೆಲ್ಲ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಹುಟ್ಟುತ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ತಾತ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ನೋ, they will be, the moment they die, they will be in the long queue. And in the Narakaloka, there are so many layouts. And all these people will go and join the waiting list, waiting lounge. And there are already people who are ready to get the birth and ready to be sent back or sent out, whatever it is. That's exactly what information you get in Bhagavatam. See, Bhagavatam, Narayana has got his stomach, Damodaraha. 3 tires are there, 3 layers are there, or 3 compartments are there. First, second, third compartment. So, Pralaya Munche, Jiva, Bhadgirva, Jiva Rasigalalla, 3, they get divided into 3 ways. 3 ways prakara hogtare. So, don't think that his stomach is completely common for all people. No, there are also divisions, something like the pigeon holes in the post office. So the sorting out of the postman will be that he will be just trying to fix in the pigeon holes and later on deliver them to the respective people. So ayuttarataha patu. Ultimately again, why you are thinking of Simhi? Again a question comes up. Because, our Rishis are very good scientists, reasonable. They have got reasons behind their actions. And every mantra is a deep product of thinking. So don't think that you cannot discard. It's not lip tongue talk, or it is only connected to. That's why there are many commentators to give the meaning of the mantras. Veda Prakasha is not easy. It is easy to say for people like some other people, Nirarthakaha Vedaha. Nirarthakaha Vedaha anta ಒಂದು ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಂಡಿತರಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು. But Yaskacharya said, no. Veda, Yaskacharya comes on that. Sthanurayam bharaharaha. ಶಿವಲಿಂಗ ಅವರೇ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸ್ಥಾಣುರಯಂ ಭಾರಹಾರಃ ಯೋ ಅಧೀತ್ಯ ವೇದಂ ನ ವಿಜಾನಾತಿ ಅರ್ಥಂ ಅರ್ಥಜ್ಞಯಿತು ಸರ್ವಂ ಭದ್ರಮಸ್ತುತೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ವೇದಗಳಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇದ್ದೇ ಇದೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗದೇ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ವಿ ಮೇ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಫಾಲೋ ದಿ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್, ಬಟ್ there is lot of science, lot of signification, lot of suggestion, lot of wisdom behind the mantras. Why I am coming to that statement is, see, Simhira Sisapatnasahi Swaha. Sapatnasahi means Sapatnas are one. Again, Sapatnas are the enemies. And they are the ayadis like. So them also she has got to remove. Unless you eliminate unwanted thing, the wanted thing cannot remain. ಒಂದಾನೊಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ನಾವು ಚಿಕ್ಕವರಿದ್ದಾಗ. ಅಕ್ಕಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಪ್ಪಾಗಿ ಕಲ್ಲುಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಈಗ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಡಬಲ್ ವಾಶ್ಡ್ white rice you are getting. The people nowadays are losing real taudu in that grain. బియ్యంలో తౌడు ఉండేది, ఆ తౌడు తింటే చాలా బలం. అందుకే పీపుల్ విల్ ఫీడ్ ద అనిమల్స్ విత్ తౌడు. We eat the grains. We take the product of the rice crop, rice harvest, and give the grass for the animals. Look at that. Animals are basically organic. We are only inorganic. So here, see, Suprajavanihi Swaha Simhihi Asi. So the Simha Shabda is being repeatedly attributed as a compliment and epithet for Soma with a view that it is able to destroy the Sapatnas. For example, it is always said Indra is the victor over the demon. Toughest demon was the Vrutra. Vrutraturye. So in Vrutraturya, in a fight with Rudrasura, he failed a number of times. But until a Vajrayuda has been designed and given to him, with that he was able to finish off Vajra. That because even that Vrutrasura is not ordinary fellow. He was a great spiritualist. Though he has got Rakshasa Kriti, Rakshasa behavior, but he is a very powerful spirit. In fact, we come across the Vrutrasura's dialogue. and his Vedantic teachings also in our Puranas. Therefore, let us not take it for granted. Rudrastra is only that. But such kind of spiritualist, philanthropist, etc., becoming a powerful is very hard for a hard job to put them out. You know, Mahishasura, Sumbha, or Badhukaitabha, Ravanasura, Banasura, Narakasura. Well, like that, we have very Banasura, Arunasura, etc. All these asuras are very tough demons. Therefore, the gods have got to take avatars. Even Hiranyakasipu is the toughest demon. Therefore, Vishnu had to take the lion head and come out. When Hiranyakasipu Samhara was over, Brahma goes to private chambers of Narasimha Swami to have a private interview other than the gods. When Brahma alone went and talked to him, then Vishnu, that Narasimha said, you have given me, you have outsourced. In order to kill your creation, you have outsourced, made me to come with lion head. Please don't do like that mistake. If at all you create, you must have people within the creation, your own creation, that they will be able to destroy and bring dharma and peace in the world. So don't outsource your imagination and help for like that. Here also, Simhi Rasi Sapatnaha, then ultimately also Simhi Asi, and not only one, that not only gods are there, they are also promoters. Ishetva, Chetva, like that, you see, Prajavati. So like that, they are also to give more and more positivity. So unless the positivity becomes floating, to make it floating, ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ದುರ್ಮಾರ್ಗರೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ದುಷ್ಟ ದೂರ, ದುರಾಚಾರ ಸಮನೆ, ದುಷ್ಟ ದಯಾಲು ಭಂಜನ, ಇಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೇನೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವರು ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಸಿಗ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಗೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಸಪತ್ನ ಸಾಹಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸುಪ್ರಜಾ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸುಪ್ರಜಾವನಿಹಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಸುಪ್ರಜಾವನಿಹಿ. ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ನಮ್ಮ ಯಜುರ್ವೇದದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಅರ್ಥಗಳಿದೆ. It requires 40 years to understand our Yajurveda. That's what my guru was telling. 47 యజుర్వేదం, 47 ఋగ్వేదం, 47 సామవేదం అయిపోయింది. 127 మానవునికి. So in order to control, learn more knowledge, take again one more birth. So that's why, so janma bahunam janmanamante ಜ್ಞಾನವಾನ್ ಮಾಂ ಪ್ರಪಚ್ಯತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಕೃಷ್ಣ, ಸೊ ಜ್ಞಾನವಾನ್ ಜನ್ಮಕ್ಕೂ ಜ್ಞಾನವಂತನಾಗೋದು ಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಜನ್ಮ ಜ್ಞಾನಾರ್ಜನೆಗೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಷನ್ಗೆ, ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಎ ಸಜೆಷನ್. ಈ ಜನ್ಮ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ, ಇನ್ನು ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ನಾವು ಬೇಜಾರು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ದೇವರ ಹತ್ರ ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜನ್ಮ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ದಿ ಸೇಮ್. I'm taking deviation. Muchukunda is one example, and the Kalanemi is another example. So these two people are there. Muchukunda was matured. So Venkatramana Swami or Krishna goes to Muchukunda and gives the birth. But Krishna did not kill that Kalanemi Rakshasa because he required, he was not deserving, eligible to get moksha directly. So he had to wait for another janma. Therefore, he made Muchukunda kill that Kalanemi and gave moksha to Muchukunda. That's why even today we shout, Muchukunda Varada Govinda, Govinda. Look at it. Beautiful. Anyway, so here, Vana means earning. That's why Vanita and Heltaralva. Ladies are being given the name as Vanita. And Vanita andre, she is the most covetable property or alankara for any man born in the world. Manavanige, just now, man does not require gold ornaments. Man does not require any other ornament. But if he were to get a good wife or good spouse, man or woman, then the life fulfillment is pakka. Bharya manoramam dehi silavritta anusarinim dem sulavritta anusarinim. And Jayam Dehi, Yasho Dehi, Jayam Dehi, Desho Dehi, and Arin Samsaya. That's what Durga Sapsatiyalli chief prayer. ಏನು ದುರ್ಗಾ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾರ್ಯಾಂ ಮನೋರಮಾಂ ದೇಹಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ವೈಫ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಆರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್. ಅಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವನಿತಾ ಅಂತ ಹೊರಡು ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಹೇಳೋದು ಯಜಮಾನಾಯ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಪ್ರಚೇತ ನೋ ಹಿಯರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸುಪ್ರಜಾವನಿಹಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಸಿ. ಪ್ರಜಾವನಿಹಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಜಾ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, progeny. So if your children are well placed, well behaved, well affectionate, your problem solved. You may be living in a small hut, but if your children become prosperous, you need not continue there. Their prosperity is your prosperity. Because the Gurus always thinks, Sishya adichet parajayam anta. Sishyan tumba uddhara adre, adu Guru kirti, because everywhere he will say about the importance of Guru. So that's why Suprajavani, Praja andre, the progeny, children, grandchildren, Vamsa Uddhara, etc. So Kulodharana. So Vanihi means winning. So you should also be winning good children, good family life, etc. So Vanita anta helidre, the women are not easily available, and it all depends upon how you model, support the woman that you get. That's why she becomes abharanasya abharanam, as Kalidasa tells that a woman, if a man considers himself as an abharanam, to that abharanam, the woman is an abharanam. Stri iti namaiva pesalam. One of the Alankarika says, the very word Stri itself is a very, very soft, tender and delicate. So I think the Vanita or Vani is that winning you all that. So it is said that, Prajavanihi Swaha. Suprajavanihi Swaha. Simhi, again, Simhi is being complemented because Rayas Poshavanihi, Simhi Rasi, Adityavanihi Swaha. So you observe the Vanihi is being repeated 2-3 times. English only one antidiyala, WON. One win and one. One means done. Win means attempt. So win is present tense, one is past tense. So if you get one such ornament to add to you, then your problem in life is solved. Otherwise, these problems will begin. So that's why English proverb goes, by marriage, woman loses liberty, woman loses happiness, and man the liberty ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ see that Soma being Himha has to give Raya and Posha. Raya is the wealth, property, and Posha is the food and other things. So Rayas Praya Vayam, Rayas Poshena is Rigveda. ನೀವು ರಾಯಸ್ ಪೋಷ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ರಾಯರಾಗಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ರಾಯರೇ ಬನ್ರಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ರಾಯರೇ ಅನ್ನೋ ಶಬ್ದ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ರಾಯರೇ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ರಿಚ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. How they are rich? People continue to be rich only when they entertain 2 things. They should acquire food and share the food, acquire wealth and share the food. That sharing is important. That's why Yaya kaya cha vidhaya vakvannam prapnuyat. Aradhyasmanta Taittiriya Upanishad tells you, Yaya kaya cha vidhaya vakvannam prapnuyat. Nakanchana vasatau pratyajachita tadvratam. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. The Taittiriya Upanishad is a continuation of the Taittiriya Samhita wisdom. ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ಕಾರರೆಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನು ಒರಿಜಿನಾಲಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. Because they are only trying to bring forth anthology like some of the most powerful, useful, practical statements arranged in the form of Upanishads, saying that they are all secrets. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ Ra, yes, Posha is one. And next one is Simhirasi Adityavanihi Swaha. Adityavanihi Simhirasi Adityavanihi Swaha Simhirasi Asya Vaha Devan Devayate Yajamana Yaswaha then Bhutebhya Swaha. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನೇನು ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ವನಿ ಶಬ್ದದಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅದಿತಿ ದಿ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವರ್ಡ್ ಅದಿತಿ ವಾಸನ್ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇದೆಯೇನಪ್ಪ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ದ್ವಿತೀಯದ ಅದಿತಿ ಶಬ್ದ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ನಂದನ್ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಲ್ಲ ಎನಿವೆ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಅಗೈನ್ ಸೊ ದಿತಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ no sorry Aditi ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ Aditi is positive. Aditi is optimistic and Diti is pessimistic. So both are two wives to Kashyapa and accordingly their children all have become in the world. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದಂದ್ರೆ we want prosperity, hope and life. Therefore Aditi, Vani and all these things have been given to us. Very beautiful. So whoever is the Vasan, please repeat that 1 to 12, no, 1 to 3 passage above. Are you there? Anyway, so we're almost coming to the end of this particular section. Kandika and therefore Prapataka and therefore ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಈ ಹೋಮ ಯಜ್ಞ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ದಿ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ದಿ ಫಲಶ್ರುತಿ is being pointed out. Normally we look at the ಫಲಶ್ರುತಿ and take up the ಯಜ್ಞ ಯಾವ ವ್ರತವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸತ್ಯನಾರಾಯಣ ವ್ರತ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗೌರಿ ವ್ರತ ಗಣಪತಿ ವ್ರತ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ವ್ರತಗಳಿದೆ ಕಾತ್ಯಾಯಿನಿ ವ್ರತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅನಂತ ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ ವ್ರತಂ ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಡಿಸೈರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಸೈರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಓವರ್ಲಾಡ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಕರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಸೈರ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ wait long time. There are gods who will take their own time to bless you, but we want gods like Satyanarayana, because when you do puja to Satyanarayana, you always Satya anta 108 sala Satya shabda upayoga madidre papa Narayana en martane he has to oblige us. And therefore Satya is the most one. Whatever desires and whatever projects that you have got, whatever goals you have got, all those have got to be fulfilled immediately. Sadhya Prasadini Viswasakshini. So Sadhya Prasada and Viswasakshi is important because she will be able to be granting fulfillment of desires because she is witnessing any and everybody, any and everything, any and every action taking place in the world. Therefore, the world is their view, but namge avaglu limited. All men are limited, or humans are limited, while gods are unlimited. Paramatma is super unlimited. That's how we can divide them. I think I can stop here. We'll continue next. Om Swasti.
Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahavidyankaravavai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Mavidvishavai Om Shanti 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 Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Markachid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Krishnarpanamasta Shri Vasudevarpanamasta Shri Veda Purusha Shirvadasa Om
Tatsat.